Hello everyone, Owenazuris here. We are playing some more City of Brass this week, as I promised. I'm going to hit new game, and I said I'd use some of the other classes, so I'm going to use a soldier. Now, I've played it a little more, and I got to rank 5. I haven't unlocked the Brigand yet. But really, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fairly similar, because the more and more I play, the more I realize... Well, let me go ahead and hit start. I've unlocked all the areas, I've made it to the last boss, and the way you do that really is not by exploring the level, not by getting any loot. It's just by running to the end of the level. You can see in the top there, that arrow, that points literally to the end of the level. And then I can warp to the various other areas. And really the bosses are... I was going to make a video showing like how to fight the bosses. But they're all very easy. I mean, the first one you fight, you just whip their stuff back. It throws projectiles at you, whip them back at the boss. Really, the only issue there is sometimes the collision doesn't really seem to work that well. Then there is a boss that really... It's a bunch of archers, and you just have to find the right one and hit them a couple of times, and they die. There's one boss I literally... I don't know, I think it's supposed to be some sort of epic fight, and I just threw a pot at it, and the boss died. And then the one here is... Well, we'll go here. I use all my wishes to get here. But yeah, I mean, really, you just run to the end of the levels, and the game seems to kind of know you're going to do this, because once you reach these last 3 levels, a lot of the new traps are simply things that are annoying, like, well, you got this, but things that hinder your movement. Go ahead and pick this up. So yeah, so I'm going to try to get to the end of this level here. Throw this at him. Yeah, like these stairs will collapse on me. Well, I can't wish him away. Ooh, almost. So yeah, I mean, you just run to the end of the level. There's no penalty for it, and if you're like, well, you're going to miss out on loot. Pretty much all the loot you get from the bosses is enough to buy a few items anyways, and the enemies are simple enough to kill without the loot. It's not like something like, say, Binding of Isaac or something where you really want to be picking up all that different loot because it makes a big difference. Here you just run to the end of the level. Enemies are slow. I think these stairs... No. Yes, the new traps on this level, there's stairs that collapse on you, there's a thing that blows you around, and then, see, I already made it to the end of the level, didn't get hit once. And then there's also a trap that pops you in the air. So yeah, at this point, they're just trying to hinder your movement. We'll hopefully see some of these traps. Well, hopefully not. Now, a cool thing about the character I'm currently using, the soldier, is I can actually throw my spear, and then I hit the trigger again. You have to hold it down, and I don't know, when I fight the boss here, sometimes it's not... Yeah, there's that stupid thing that... Yeah, just takes your time. So really, I think this game would be cool. If I ever start speedrunning, maybe I'll get better at this game and speedrun it. Okay, and we just run straight through all these guys, because that's what we do. See, and then these stairs do the stupid collapse thing. And I get hit because of it. I'm getting good at... Oh, watch out. See if he'll fall in the pit there. So I'm getting good at just running through these levels as fast as possible. And, of course, if you're doing like a... No, that hurt. If you're doing the daily challenges, I think it matters how much loot you pick up, but... I don't know why these stairs... Oh, well, I'm not going to try to think of it too much. Hey, thanks! Yeah, so, I mean, this really does kind of hurt the game for me a little, because I like the aesthetics of it. I like first-person roguelikes sometimes. But there's just... Really, all it is just running to the end of the level. All these monsters are following me. And then I haven't figured out how to beat the last boss yet. I took one of them out, I think. But, I mean, this boss here is a genie. And if you're using a soldier, you can throw your spear at it, which makes things really easy. If the spear works. Sometimes it doesn't work 100% like it's supposed to. I'll think I'm... Okay, I thought I jumped through them. Let's see if I can make it to this boss. Hold on one second. I am just doing a quick check. Okay, making sure I had the microphone on, because sometimes I forget to turn it on. Whip that. Oh, whoops. Oh, that did not go well. But that could have gone a lot worse. So here's the boss. And of course, it has like all these different traps there. That's like the only hard part about it. Okay, and... What is coming after? Oh, it's all these pots or something. There we go. And as you can see, the boss drops lots and lots and lots of loot. So if I can find a store, like... Okay, well, usually it drops some more loot. I thought. And you can see this is just like Trap Central here. I think that's the hard part of the boss, is every trap there. I am using, of course, some of the boons, so normally a boss would probably take a couple more hits. But, yeah, overall not that hard. Okay, those are too much. So, yeah, I guess if I had collected a little more loot. Darn it. Come on, I can make it. Well, at least I made it to the last boss. And then also you can see on my time, every time I skip a level using a wish. First off, I don't have any wishes left if I go all the way to the end. And it also adds a lot of time, so if you're going to speed run it, you'd want to do it from the beginning. And then you go to these genies and it's the last boss. If you had wishes, it'd be a lot easier. And then there are lots of traps here. I don't know if I'm... Okay, I was about to say, I don't know if I'm supposed to go and attack him. I need to look... Well, I'm not going to look it up. I don't like looking up stuff in roguelikes, but I will probably... I'll figure it out one of these days. Anyways, I mean, that's pretty much City of Brass. You just run to the boss and fight them. I think on some of the daily challenges... You are rewarded more for collecting the loot, but really, that's pretty much how you play a game. You just run to the end boss, because even if the loot you collect, the amount of damage you'll take if you sit there and try to actually play the level, unless you get really good at this and spend a lot of time playing it, you're probably going to take damage, and it's just better. All the bosses are pretty easy to beat, and if you have all your health, they're especially easy to beat. Like I said, one, he's in an arena, he's surrounded by all these spikes, and you think, oh, you're going to have to manipulate him, and I literally just whipped my way out of the arena and threw a pot at him. I think it's an explosive pot, but still, that's all it took to kill him, and it was very anticlimactic, because I was going and making plans of what I was going to do and how I was going to knock him into all this stuff, and then he just died. So yeah, actually, as the bosses progress in the game, they actually become easier and easier until you reach the last boss. Well, that said, I hope you enjoyed this look at City of Brass, a game for speedrunners or people that like to run through levels. It's also how I play Dark Souls sometimes, but that also doesn't usually pan out for me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Next week, we will be looking at a new roguelike on the series, one that I got the other day on a Steam sale and have been having a lot of fun with. So, I will see you then. Until then, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.